What's going on, YouTube? Trucking Life here. One more time, guys. Check it out. All right, guys. So this video will be about some things that broke me out the employee or company driver mindset, guys. But I get to that in 1 second. I'm gonna finish on the rail yard, guys. So right now, I'm at a customer quick, and I had to get out of here. I gotta get up the road. Run a little behind schedule right now, so I gotta get on the good foot to get it done. But anyway, I know I'm looking inside of a container right here, right? And actually, I was daydreaming while I was talking to you guys, looking inside of here. But I don't have to look inside of here right now, because I checked it out already. But anyway, so I was looking at these hinges, guys. Sometimes I did a video a while, how to check your empty boxes, but I forgot to mention something, guys. I said you gotta close the doors first, make sure you're able to close before you pull out with them, because some of these things don't close, man. They get racked up or jammed up or messed up at the customer. And what they do is, they'll drop the empties like this, the door's open. So not closed, because when you try to pull out with it, it won't be able to close on you because you ain't know that because the doors is open. So I figured out something, guys. Check it out. You can look at the hinges right here. If you're a customer, you can't close the doors, but you know what I'm saying, you gotta make sure the door's able to close to get up the road, of course. Check out these hinges, guys. There's hinges right here, right there, up there, and up there. You can look at them and tell if they like bent out, because if the hinge was messed up, this right here, this would kind of be out a little bit. Let's say this door got hit. It'll be out this way or it'll be out that way. It'll be out of line. See this one in line, that one in line, that one in line up there. All four of them in line. Do the same thing with this side right here. That's in line, this in line, and this is in line. Like I said, if you're not able to close the doors, check the hinges. These hinges out of there, like poking out a little too much, sometimes it'll still close, but you wanna make sure. But these hinges are straight, so no, if the doors don't close, it's probably because the door hard to close, or there's a rust on there or something like that. But it should close because the hinge is not messed up, because the doors turns on the hinges, guys. So I meant to mention that in some other videos before, but I'm mentioning it now because I just thought about it. And the video ain't about this, but like I said, this is added a little flavor to the video. Check the hinges, guys, if you're able to close the doors of the customer. The kiosk took a dump, guys. There's just a lot of look back, there's a lot of trucks back there. There's a lot of trucks back there, guys, and the honking has started, man. It just stopped right now when I got the comment, guys. What's funny is they was honking crazy, all you seen was a guy. A guy was driving like him. He was looking over here, shaking his head. He hit the bump his head out the window. He kept going. We all, guys, we've been sitting in this line an hour trying to get out, guys. Yeah. All it takes is one. Look at that. All it takes is one person to hunt crazy, and everybody start hunting crazy, guys. But anyway, the video ain't about this, guys. As always, look at this. Well, it's like letting some horses out of the track, man. Let them loose. They just flying back, cut each other off. You know, we all want to get out of here, man, but having an accident gonna mess it up more. You know. I don't know how they getting out over there. They bobbed to us, why? But yeah, man, the thing took a dump, guys. I don't know what's going on here. The video's gonna be about how I got out of the mindset of employee mindset, of a company driver mindset, guys, to get owner operator mindset. But I'll get to it in a minute, guys. Right now, I just want to share this, because the rail yards, man, they system took a dump, guys. They hunking out. All right, guys, stay tuned. So, all right, guys, I'm back, guys. It's a different day. Since when I showed you guys the door hinges and all that stuff on that empty box. But I couldn't get it done that same day, guys. There's too much going on. But anyway, the video, guys, gonna be about, man, some things that make you realize you're not a company driver no more. I'm telling you, it made me realize that. So, all right, guys, I'm finally over here now. I can do the video, guys. I told you, man, it's like a day later after the door hinges thing, guys. Actually, it's a couple days later. I couldn't do it. It was just too much going on. I'm trying to get these videos done, guys, and it's just sometimes it's hard to do, man. But anyway, today's video, guys, is gonna be about, man, some things that make you know, I've talked about this in a lot of my videos before, guys, about getting out of a company driver mindset, you know what I'm saying, become an owner operator mindset. Now, some people learn a little quicker than others, but me, it took me a while for it to sink in, guys. But I'm telling you, when it sinks in, it sinks in, guys. And with a couple occasions that caused me to make me say, wow, I'm not a company driver no more, guys. And like I say, it was forced because, you know, as a company driver, you have a breakdown, you get on a Big Bird, holler Big Bird, they send aid and assist, baby. You know what I'm saying? One time I had ran out of fuel, guys, and I called the Big Bird like, hey, I'm telling them my whole story, like, hey man, I think somebody stole my fuel. I don't know what happened, woo, blah, 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 blah. And I was a bundle of empty. I had an empty and have a load, so probably I didn't give 2 rats anyway. Cause if you up on the load and you can't run the rest of that load, guys, they got to power it by somebody else. Now this doing what I'm doing. They have to power the load by somebody that has to get somebody else to come out and recover the load because apparently you can't make it because your truck got problems. So it was empty, so they wasn't in a hurry to get an empty move, guy. They were like, okay, well, you know, I went through the whole spiel. You know, I'm telling dispatch, hey man, hey, y'all got somebody to come out and help out with this, you know, woo woo. They're like, no, that's on you. It's your truck. Call us when we get back up and running. I said, man. I said, whoa, what's hey, man? What happened to the help, baby? What's up with the 8 and 6, baby? They're like, it's your truck, your baby, your responsibility. We don't baby you guys. Now, one person would think after that occasion right there, you would think it'll sink in, guys, that you would think that it'll sink in that, you know, I'm on my own. But then again, like on the next token, guys, when I finally get back up and running, they try to run a truck like a company driver truck. Like they try to run you the way they want you to run and expect you to say, now if you're making money and it makes sense, I don't mind doing it, but it gotta make money and it gotta make sense. That's the whole purpose you've been out. You ain't out here for your help, guys. But like I said, when breakdowns come, you're on your own, man. So I figured, you know, that little occasion happened. I get about that jam. I call Google around, call somebody, come out. That's when I did that video, guys, and it cost me $300 for 11 gallons of fuel. And I still had enough fuel to go back to I had to go back in the opposite way where I was going, to go back to a fuel station to fill up the rest of the way to make the rest of the trip. After I paid $300 for 11 gallons. But anyway, I digress. You would think that'll dawn in, that'll sink in. Man, you on your own out here, man. You know, you lease to a company, you on your own. You gotta make boss decisions, guys. But anyway, so it didn't sink in that deep yet. So about I don't know, a little time later on, I'm running. They try to run me like they want to run me as a company truck, guys. I'm running. I'm just trying to run. I'm looking at my settlements. I'm like, man, they definitely missed something on my settlement. All this running I'm doing, I know my settlement's supposed to be right. I get my settlement. I said, man, what the? I said, somebody robbed me, man. So I call them. They're like, well, we ain't pay for this, we don't pay for that, we don't pay for this right here. Well, why'd you do that? We won't pay for that, we ain't approve that, ooh, right? I said, yeah, It was starting to sink in, but the part that really made it sink in, that I wasn't a company driver no more, guys, and what made me really the light shine on a lot was, one day I was out here, they actually told me, hey, go to this yard over here. I went to this rail yard. The box they gave me was not in that yard, guys. They said, okay, well, get another one out that yard. That box they gave me the second time was not in that rail yard, guys. They said, okay, well, we got another box in another rail yard. I said, okay. So I went to the other rail yard to get the box, but the box had so many problems, guys, I couldn't move the box. I couldn't move it. It had so many problems. I called dispatch. I called the big bird. Hey, man, this thing got some problems, man. It's leaking air, lights missing, flat tires, like 2. I said, hey, I can't move this. I said, the rappel line is so long. I mean, I can't sit in that line. I said, you got something else? But they tell me, well, get a flip there. So I said, okay, I'll get a flip. I went to get a flip, guys. Man, I called HE Double Hawkins. They trying to get a flip. First of all, I didn't know what a flip was. I didn't know what a flip area was. I didn't know about a flip ticket. I didn't know about none of that stuff. I didn't know how to pick a good chassis. I didn't know about none of that stuff, guys. So anyway, that whole day, I spent like 8 hours out there, guys, and got nothing done, guys. Nothing. From that first rail yard to that second rail yard, the flip thing didn't work out too good. Because when you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know it until you don't know it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that made sense, but you don't know what you don't know. So I was trying to get it done. I'm like, it didn't get done, guys. So, and I was like, man, well, I've been out here 8 hours, so I know I'm gonna get paid something for this, right? My time in that rail yard, running around, no load, no nothing. Second load, no nothing. Go to the other rail yard. That box got more than problems that I could handle. Try to get a flip. I don't know nothing about it. So I know I'm gonna get paid something for this. Yeah, I've been out there 8 hours. I was out here 8 hours, guys, and got nothing moved, nothing. And I called them up and said, hey man, so how do I get paid for this, man? I went from one rail yard to the other one. They said, well, you don't get paid, no. We pay you to move loads and move equipment. And the only time you get paid bobtail is you bobtailing to get a load or empty. And it was over so many miles that we'll pay you for bobtail. But you bobtail on your own because that was on you. Guys, when I tell you I was heated to the 10th power, but I couldn't even get mad, man. The game is it's cruel, man. But if you understand the game, man, you'll realize that Yeah, okay, I see how this is going. All right, you know, all right. Because like I said, when it costs you guys, you remember it, man. I burned fuel and time. I think the part that got me, guys, that day was the time I spent doing all that stuff and got nothing moved. I mean, nothing got moved. The only thing moved was my truck, guys. And when I moved that, I didn't even get paid for that, guys. I didn't get paid for it, man. And they wasn't hesitant to say, man, we ain't paying you for that. We don't pay for that. We pay you to move equipment or buy out to get equipment. Other than that, we ain't paying you. That's on you. I said, okay. So, all right, guys. Like I say, man, yeah, guys, that was the learning curve right there. That knocked me upside my head, guys. Like, you ain't a company driver no more. We are technically partners, man. Your job is to get the load moved. Our job is to move the load and be compensated for our efforts, right? That's why we independent contractors. That's why we do what we do. And all the years I've been out here doing this, I realize that now, guys. It took a while for me to get a couple of knocks on my head to realize that. But we're not 50-50 partners, don't get me wrong. They taking most of the risk. We take a risk too, so we gotta be compensated for the risk we take. I'm just saying, doing what we do, at least doing to a company. Now, if everybody got their own authority and all that stuff, guys, that's a whole other thing. I don't do that, so I can't speak on that right now. What I could say is this, guys, that the other day, this dispatcher apparently don't know how owner-operators work. They gonna switch my stuff up, because it's the last 3 days on the rail yard, guys. And I told the dispatcher, I'm like, hey, man, unfortunately, you can't switch me up because that's y'all last free day. I got more work for the day. Apparently, something went wrong somewhere, and I had a breakdown, guys. I had a breakdown the week before, guys, where it cost me like $1,000, man, to get my truck fixed. And I went to tell the dispatcher, like, look, man, look, hey, I feel what you're doing. But you can't do that to owner operators. You can't just switch owner operators up. We counted our dollars for that day. We counted our work for that day. You can't just switch us up like a company driver. That's a company driver move. You don't do nothing like that. So I'll tell you what, the moves you switch me up with, give me the moves for the next day, and I'll do these moves you gave me today. They gonna tell me, oh no, we already gave it away. That's when I blew a gasket, guys. So, like, first of all, I'm not a company driver. You don't do me like that. That's why I take the risk I take, because we work out a deal. I worked out the deal already. With you guys. I negotiated the rate I negotiated the loads I want to do for that day. You can't just switch me up like I'm a company driver. I said, that's not what you do to owner operators, guys. And like I said, once you realize that employee mindset or the company driver mindset, guys, it go away by default. I know some people was asking me, man, like, how do you even get out that mindset? And truthfully, I didn't even realize how I got out of it until I actually sat down and thought about it. Like I said, when it started costing you out of your pockets, guys, like I said, when your truck's sitting in the shop, you call dispatch, hey man, my truck is in the shop, blah, 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 you know, I don't know what's going on with it. And all they tell you is, okay, let us know when you're back up and running. AKA, you are on your own. Now don't get me wrong, some companies will actually fund you. Like, let's say your truck go in the shop, you get a loan from your company, and you have to pay them back. I wouldn't recommend that, guys. You can do it on your own, because you don't want to run while you're in the hole. You don't want to run in the hole. You want to run at least even, because they're going to try to short you the way they could anyway. Go on a mile here, a couple loads there, empty move here, all this stuff add up. So if you in a hole with them, guys, you just burying yourself, man. Now don't get me wrong, if you actually have to do something like that, go in a hole with the company, then do it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got going on. You gotta get truck, gotta get out of the jam, get truck about the shop, you know what I'm saying? Then you do it, but I wouldn't recommend it if you don't have to do it, man. Don't go in a hole with the company, man. Rough it out if you got to. The last thing you want to do is how you buy your your grown men's, or your grown women's. You don't want the company to how you buy that, man. So, yeah, you owe us for this anyway. So now you trying to just run to break even. You don't want to do that, guys. You don't want to do it. It's gonna get hard, man. It's gonna get tough sometimes, man. But you don't want to do it, man. So I say have a plan from the beginning, man. You don't have to lean on these guys like that. But anyway, that's how I realized, guys, I wasn't an employee no more. I wasn't a company driver no more. I realized all that, guys, by spending money on things that the company wouldn't cover, the things that the company wouldn't help you out on. All the company said was, call us when you're up and running. And you realize, I'm on my own, man. This is my thing, man. So now when I run, I gotta make sure I maximize my run when I run. Now you ain't gonna do it all the time, but you wanna at least make sure you're on the winning side of the game to be able to cover the turn of profit, guys. That's the whole thing. Now with some companies, it's hard to do. I ain't gonna lie to you, say it's not. Doing what I'm doing. Now, if everybody got their own thing, that's them. So I'm doing what I'm doing, guys. It's kind of hard to turn a profit sometimes when you doing what we doing here. You can turn a profit, but you gotta figure out how to run your truck, man, because it is your truck. And look at it like a business, because it is a business. And look at it like you're a partner. You might not be an equal partner in the company, but you got some type of stake in the company because you are running loads for that company because you lease on to them. They pay you to move to do a job. And that's when you realize, I am a business. I am an owner-operator. I am. I'm not a company driver. You can't run me like you want to run me, because when them breakdowns come, the company on the line say, hey man, we'll take care of that for you. We'll make sure you're okay, back up and running. Hey, call us when you have any problems. Great. Now they're gonna say, call us when you're up and running. That's all they're gonna say. That's when you realize you're on your own, guys. So that's how I realized I got out of a company driver mindset, guys. That's how some things happen to me. To me realize I'm not a company driver no more, guys. And that's what I'm saying. That's when the rubber meets the road, guys. When you realize that, you start negotiating that. They try to call you with some garbage. Hey man, yeah, hey, we got this right here for you. Got this right here. Woo, woo. You're like, yeah, man. Instead you saying, yeah, man, I'll go. Let's go. Where's it going to? Let's go. Send it to me. Now you're like, hey man, how much I pay? Okay, I've been in a customer before. They hold you up. Nope, I gotta get compensated for that. If I do that, I gotta get something good on the back end. Give me something on the front end. I do it on the back end. Give me something to break even. So they don't care how you run. They don't care what you're doing. They won't get the lowest move. It's up to you as the independent contractor to make sure you making money and make sense. You gotta make sense to make sense. I did a video on that, guys. You have to. If you don't, you're gonna lose. And they gonna say, well, we gonna hope you make money. No, it ain't their job to make sure you make money. So as an independent contractor, as you being an owner-operator, it's up to you to figure out how to make money, guys. So anyway, YouTube. Hope this video is helpful. Give you a little understanding of what's going around here. I'll see you guys in the video. Peace.